Welcome to the Aprilia Performance Monday morning walk around. It is still Monday morning. I've got a cup of tea. We're knackered from the weekend because we've been away at the weekend doing this 4-hour classic endurance. So everybody's still a bit bleary-eyed. But we're here. It's Monday morning. We've still got this sorted out. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the traditional walk round. We're going to drink a tea. And then we're going to go and do the little bit of technical thing from the bikes that we've got on the bench. So we'll see you back here in a minute. Welcome back to the walk round, the Monday morning walk round. It is actually the Monday morning walk round. We've got Al in the background there pulling faces at me. I've still got my cup of tea, so we're still doing all right. So I'm going to give you a bit of a walk round, some of the bikes that we've got in, a bit of explanation, a bit of background on them, just so you can see what's going on. Well, over here we've got Nat's V4 race bike. Basically, Nat has now won a competition to get as many track days in 2017 as he wants with this particular company. Fantastic news. So he's gone and treated himself to a new bike. He's having a full service on that one. Because it's a new bike, what he's doing is he's pulling the gearbox on it to check and make sure that the gearbox is okay. With V4s, they did have, some early ones did have some gearbox issues. So basically this is a preventative thing. So if we're going to pull the gearbox, strip it. If you have a look at these films that we've got on our YouTube channel before, you can see we've actually stripped one and explained how it works. So you can see what's going on. But we're going to do that for Nat's bike, full service, make sure that's okay. Going to give that a go. So, all right, Nat, I know you watch. Check it in, make sure you're okay. We've got Simon Sticati over here, which he's given us loads of grief. We've spent a lot of time on that. We've still not got any further. We've got Aaron Hoppy Hopkins, the man himself. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you the other day, mate. It was a little bit hectic, but good to see anyway. This bike's over there. That's booked in a couple of days for some prep for the track. Got the Tuono Racing, the V4. You've seen those before. You've seen the VFR. Cookie's crunchy bike. It's not crunchy anymore though, so can't really call it that. The SP. Now the SP basically is nearly done. What we were doing was putting it back to road spec. The road spec parts were with it, but there's a couple of bits on this bike which weren't good enough to put it back to road spec. Have a quick look underneath here. There's none of these little sort of mounts that you need that you get normally on one of these bikes to mount the mount the rear number plate. They were missing, so we've just found ourselves a new one of those. That's on its way to us, so that should be finished by the end of the week, which is all fantastic. So come on through. One of our long-term customers over there, Derek Owen, that's his bike over there. He's got a new tank. What's happening is they've got some corrosion in one of the breather pipes. That was tricky, so we've had to sort of replace the tank on that one because it was basically started leaking. So we've dealt with that one, not a problem. And the two bikes that are on the bench, I'm going to talk to you about in our little technical section. So I'll see you back here for that. Welcome back to the technical section for the Monday morning Brilliant Performance walk round. I can't remember what the date is, but I'll write it on the top, so it's not a problem. What I wanted to talk to you about was, I wanted to show you Phil's bike. Phil, say hello, Phil.
Hello,
Phil. Phil has been one of our great customers and friends for a long time, mate, so he's absolutely wicked. But his bike was on the bench. It's in for an interim service, because basically it's got to start getting going. It needs a bit of an MOT. So that will be up for an MOT in a little bit. But what we're going to do is use Phil's beautiful bike, basically, to have a look and show you about oil filter covers. Now then, a lot of guys are still ringing up, and there's still some confusion over oil filter covers. Still some confusion about which oil filter to fit. Now, V-Twins had two different types of oil filters. Basically, the later bikes got retrofitted with a larger oil filter cover, and I'll show you the difference in a moment. So what I'm going to try and do is give you a little bit of help and show you the difference between the larger filter cover and the shorter filter cover. Now then, if you go to your bike or if you ring up and ask for an oil filter, we are going to ask you which one would you like. So if we can show you which one is which, so you recognise which one is which, we've got them back to back so we can see what's going on, so you can see what's happening, then hopefully this should help. So if you want to have a quick look here, on this 03, this is our shop bike, the 03. This here is standard oil filter cover. You can see this oil filter cover here. The bolts are actually flush with the cover. Okay? So this is a standard oil filter cover that runs a standard oil filter. So you can fit that in there, no problem. The problem we've got is if you have an extended oil filter, obviously it's not going to fit. You can see the difference. So they're not interchangeable in any way, shape or form. So this is a standard oil filter cover, which goes with a standard oil filter. And then what we'll do is we'll come from one rack round here. Introduce you now.
Hello.
Okay, back around here, and you can see, if you have a quick look from here, you can see the non-standard or extended oil filter casing, which runs that kind of cover. Okay, so if you've got an oil filter cover that's got the bolts that are flush with the top, you need a standard oil filter. If you've got one that's extended, the bolts aren't actually flush with the top, the actual cover is blistered away by about 1.5 inches, you need a standard, so you can see the difference. So standard or extended. If you let us know when you're actually looking for one, or when you need one, if you let us know exactly which one you're looking for, that hopefully gives you a bit more of an idea about what's going on. If you let us know when you ring up, or if you're ordering one, we can sort that out for you, not a problem. Any more questions you've got, don't be scared to get in touch, not a problem. Send us an email. Email is service@apreadyperformance.co.uk. You can contact us via email. Contact us via email. Telephone. Oh, Christ, I'm going all wrong. I told you it's been a long old day, man. So right, let's try this again. Give us a call on the workshop phone. You can email us at service@apreadyperformance.co.uk. You can go on our website, which is www.apreadyperformance.co.uk, or you can watch these films again on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is called Aprilia Performance UK. So if you've got any problems, get in touch, we'll see what we can do, and we'll see you next week. Take care.